In this world, there are places that should not exist. Places with no logic and no escape. Tonight, I'll tell you the story of a man who found himself inside a room with no doors. A room no one has ever returned from. His name was Adam, a young man in his late 20s, working as a maintenance worker in an old, nearly abandoned building. One night, he was called to fix an electrical problem in the basement. The corridors were dark. The lights flickered weakly before dying out, and the walls were covered in dust and damp stains. While tracing the wires, he noticed a small iron door he had never seen before. What was strange, it wasn't on any of the building's maps. He decided to enter and found himself inside a small square room. The walls were pale and cracked, the floor icy cold, but there was no door behind him. He spun around quickly, but the door he came through was gone. That's when the nightmare began. The room was silent, no windows, no furniture, just an empty, suffocating void. He tried to shout, but his voice bounced back at him as if he were screaming into a bottomless pit. Minutes later, he noticed something on the wall. Scratches, claw marks, as if others before him had tried to escape and failed. Then words appeared on the wall, written in what looked like blood. "You are not the first, and you won't be the last." Terrified, Adam backed away, but felt a long shadow stretching behind him. He turned around and saw nothing, yet he could feel warm breath brushing against his neck. He tried running, but the room never ended. Every step forward brought him back to the same corner. It was like the space was folding in on itself, a maze with no exit. Time lost all meaning. He didn't know if hours or minutes had passed. Hunger and thirst gnawed at him, yet his body didn't weaken, as if he was trapped in an endless loop. Then the voices grew louder, laughter, cries for help, the sound of children weeping. Suddenly, a black mirror appeared on the wall. Adam approached and saw his own reflection, but the reflection didn't copy him. It was smiling, a twisted, evil grin. And then it raised its hand, pressing against the glass, and stepped out of it. Adam froze, horrified, as his distorted twin crawled out slowly. Its eyes glowed red, its mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth. He tried to run, but the room began collapsing. The floor turned into a black, sticky liquid, dragging his legs down. The creature reached out, its cold hand grasping his wrist. The last thing Adam felt was being pulled into the darkness. And then, he woke up again inside the same room. Empty, silent, no door, no mirror, as if nothing had happened. But Adam was no longer himself. His face now wore the same twisted grin as his reflection. And outside, in the old building, the door reappeared, waiting for the next victim to walk in and never come out. The room with no doors is not a place but a curse. It swallows anyone who dares to enter and sends back a hollow copy. So if you ever see a door you don't remember, don't open it.